My ex-boyfriend is stalking me. He keeps harassing me, troubling me, threatening me with leaking some information, some nudes, or calling up my friends, my office, and malign my reputation. What am I supposed to do? A lot of women reach out to me and they have this particular situation. And when I tell them that you can go to the police and they will register the relevant sections in an FIR and proceed against the person, they tell me that they are afraid that the police will come to their house, will inform their parents, try to shame them. And their concern is genuine because this does happen a lot. If a woman goes to a police station, I have personally seen firsthand. I remember this employee of a company, when he was terminated, he too went out some frustration. He went and he wrote some extremely horrible, sexually lewd messages to the HR who terminated him on Facebook, and the company reached out and we prepared a complaint with the proof and we approached the police station. The cop over there, despite clear proof, sits and gives a moral lecture to this HR lady in front of her lawyer that if you do this, then the matter gets stretched out. Will you come to court? We will come to your house to take your statement. Is that all okay? And of course, standing over there, I rebutted all of those nonsensical things that he was putting forth and did tell the client that there's nothing to worry about. Yet the client still had so much of an apprehension that despite me putting the client at ease, the client said that she is not ready to file this complaint right now, just because these idiots did this with her. When a woman goes and tries to make a complaint of anything at all, and the way she is judged, and in fact it's not even a woman thing, right? Any person who goes there and who says, I read online that this is an offense, someone slapped me, is this not an offense? Someone took my stuff, theft, is that not an offense? And the police will come up with all of these absurdities, right? What do we know? How do we do? What do we do? That police station, all of this nonsense. And in any case, I kind of digressed a little with this little rant. But the specific thing that I wanted to talk about was, if a woman is afraid that if she complains that her ex-boyfriend, ex-lover, ex-friend, ex-boss, ex-employee, anybody is stalking her, troubling her, harassing her, or threatens her with anything, but she doesn't want the police involved because she knows that the police will come to her house or inform her parents or something like that. Another great option that is available to such a victim is approaching a civil court of her local jurisdiction, filing a civil suit for injunction against this man, this perpetrator. And this is a very, very clean way, a way where you can ensure that at least the police are not involved in any way whatsoever, and that the police will not show up at your house or demand bribes or do anything else for that matter. Because what happens is that the woman files that civil suit for injunction. Notice is issued to the man. It can be delivered via speed post, via nowadays even WhatsApp, email. And when the person receives the summons, if he does not come to the court will grant an ex parte ad interim injunction, saying that before the matter is not ultimately decided, or until the time this guy does not show up, he is still restrained from contacting directly or indirectly the girl or any of her relatives or friends. And when the woman moves with evidence of what this man has now done, again after the order of the court, this man stands a very, very good chance of going to jail because of disobedience of the order of the court. If the man does show up, this has happened in the past where we have filed similar cases of injunction against other people. And this is exactly how it goes on. The man shows up as a defendant in the court. The judge says, हाँ भाई, ज़्यादा ही चौड़ है तुम्हें, ज़्यादा हीरो बनना है तुमको. And the guy who would be perhaps some 6'5" tall bulky fellow will say, नहीं नहीं जनाब, हमें तो कुछ नहीं, मैं तो कुछ नहीं, ये तो झूठा केस है, मैंने तो कुछ भी नहीं किया. And the judge will say, all right, whatever he or she has done, you are not supposed to contact this person directly or indirectly, or any of this person's relatives, friends, office colleagues, anybody at all. Are you okay with that? Or should I pass an order restraining you from doing that? And invariably, the person will say, my lord, I have no problem. My consent may be taken on the record that I will not be contacting anybody at all. So the police are not involved. If the man does go and contact the parents, relatives, whoever it is, he goes to jail for contempt of court. And if the person shows up, in all probability, even if he hires a lawyer, even if, say, perhaps he cooks up something like, which does happen, this person said this or did that, and that is why I am doing this. The court says, whatever the person has done against you, you have to also avail of your legal remedies against this person. You cannot simply go and say, this person did this thing, that is why I am doing that thing. That is completely unacceptable. We have fought injunction cases like that. We've had a lot of success, and that is why I'm telling you, this is something which is not really much of a risk. The only 1% risk is something which anyways would happen even if you don't go to court and do this. But at least when it comes to the police and their usual propensity to trouble not just the accused person but also the complainant, at least you can save yourself a little bit of trouble on that front by not going to the police and doing this directly before the civil court.